Good morning. I'm in a little bit of a hurry, but outfit of the day. Alright, gotta get to work. Good afternoon. Today was a very long day at work. I just got home and it's almost time for dinner. And unfortunately, tomorrow's gonna be a long day too. I wasn't planning on running today, which means I'm gonna have to walk longer than I would if I was running in order to burn my 450 calories for today. Tomorrow I do plan on running, but I still want to get that 450 in, so 1 calorie for each person. Another late one, it's about 8:20. Alright, let's get it started.
So where are we on this whole slapping thing? Yes, no, maybe?
It's a How I Met Your Mother kind of walk. We're catching up. I had to go until the end of the episode. Alright. Now I want to go to 500. $4.50 for everybody else. A few extra for myself. Alright, sticker time. 2.86. We're gonna have to talk in a minute because first it's time for some Culver's custard. Yeah, I have extra calories today to eat, so might as well, right? I just put the treadmill on 3.0 and just walked. I did put the incline up to 2.5 when it's normally on 2.0. And I just walked, watched How I Met Your Mother, a couple episodes behind, and apparently the one on Monday night was really, really, really good, and I can't wait to see it, but, you know, I have to watch all the other ones first so I know what's going on. Well, that and I have, like, this OCD need to, like, watch things in order, which is why I love Netflix. Except Saved by the Bell. You suck. Because you're not in order. Anyway. It was easy. It was really easy. I was surprised at how fast it seemed to go because, I guess because I was, you know, watching a show that I love and just, you know, laughing and not really paying attention to time. Even though I was on there for an hour, it seemed like it was like 10 minutes. My foot did start hurting. I can't remember when it started, but while I was walking it started hurting. I've already used the ball on my foot, so it's already feeling a little bit better. I didn't really stretch after because I was about to stretch and then there was Culver's custard ready and waiting for me downstairs, so I went to eat it. But I only ate half of it. I put the other half in the freezer, and I'll have the other half on Friday after I submit my weigh-in, my official weigh-in for the diet bet. While I was eating it, though, it was like, oh, I should not be eating this, I should not be eating this. Even though I had almost 200 calories at least that I really did need to eat. And then an extra, like, 500, and that's before the exercise. So, I mean, I had plenty of calories. It's just like, I'm really nervous about the weigh-in. But I did notice that it was like, it was extremely sweet and extremely creamy. And I'm not huge on sweets, but like, the creaminess is the part that I love and am like addicted to, and it was like too much for me, which is huge, huge. This Culver's. Oh. I used to work there. Take home Culver's custard every night. Leftover flavor of the day that couldn't be reused. Yeah. Anyway, so I ate half of it, and it's like, I'm okay with it, except if the scale doesn't if the scale's not low enough, then I feel like I might blame it on the custard, and I don't think that it would make that big of a difference, but I'm just scared that it will. So anyway, back to the exercise. Oh, there is one new physical thing, which hasn't been happening, but my thighs are rubbing together, and they're actually really hurting. Like, it's hard for me to, like, walk now because they're so, like, raw almost from, like, rubbing where I've been walking. And I'm not really sure if that started, like, today walking around at work. I know that they were kind of tender before I started walking, and then it just got really bad after I started. And now that I'm done, it's, like, really bad. So I don't know if it was from today or if it was from running yesterday. And I'm surprised that it hasn't happened before, because, I mean, I am pretty big, and my thighs do touch, and just when I walk, and so I'm surprised that I haven't had this problem before, but I'm, like, just now having this problem, that my thighs are rubbing while I'm walking and running. I don't know, I think it's just kind of weird. Mentally, I feel really good because I did it. I don't know, I'm at that point now where it's like, okay, there's two choices. I can walk or I can run. And especially at least this week, because I'm trying to do 450 calories instead of time, it's like, okay, I can do 450 calories in 30 to 40 minutes, or I can do 450 calories in an hour. Well, I'd rather it take shorter amount of time and be done and over with. But if I go longer, it's easier, but it takes longer. Or I can go shorter, but it's harder. It's like a lose-lose situation. Although I should be thinking of it as a win-win because, you know, no matter what I do, I'm doing something good for myself. I'm proud of myself for getting on. I'm proud of myself for doing it. But, I was really proud the first couple of weeks, like every single day. It was like a huge accomplishment. And now it's like, okay, this is just what I do. Like I'm proud of myself for continuing it, but it's not like, oh my gosh, I'm so proud of myself for doing this because it's a huge deal. It's not a huge deal anymore. I just do it. But I am proud of, you know, what I'm doing and how easy walking at 3.0 is. And, you know, when just a couple weeks ago, I thought that I couldn't do it, and I'm walking on inclines when just a couple weeks ago I couldn't do it. And so I am very proud of myself. There's one other thing that I did want to say. Over the last couple weeks, I've kind of felt like I feel different. Like my body feels different, but I couldn't really tell. And now I'm to the point where I actually kind of think I'm noticing a difference in myself. Like the shirt that I'm wearing right now, I feel like it's a little bit looser than it was the last time I wore it. And when I sit down at the table, or any table, I feel like the table's farther away from me than it used to be. I don't know how accurate that is, but I feel like that's happening. And I feel like I'm standing up straighter, that I sit up straighter. I forgot, I was actually going to try to do 5 burpees today, but it's getting really late. You know what? I'm just going to do it. 5. Those are my first ever burpees I've ever done in my whole life. I just did 5. The first 2 I was like, it's not that bad. The third one, I was like, this is hard. Alright, it's after 9:30 and I gotta go to bed. Good night.